And good evening from the great Pacific Northwest, Vancouver, Washington to be precise, and even more precise, the Washington State School for the Blind, as we bring you the USABA Northwest Regional Goalball Tournament this weekend. Starting with 4 games this evening. We will have 2 men's games and 2 women's games. This is Bill Kellick with USABA bringing you the action this weekend. Our first game of the night will be the Seattle King Cobras, who will be closest to the camera in the black jerseys with the yellow numerals. And on the far end of the court are the Northwest Association of Blind Athletes Avalanche. So we'll set the starting lineups here for you for this opening match of this weekend tournament. For the King Cobras, number 5 is Richard Asu. His brother, number 8, Junior Asu. And number 3 is Antonio Rozier. Meanwhile, on the far end of the court, the Avalanche will be starting with number 5, Nathaniel Baker. Number 7, Timothy Breitenfeld. And looks like number 9, Dalton Williams. So close proximity to the court here this weekend, so we may not be able to call every throw, but we'll give you updates when the ball goes out of bounds or when there's a goal scored. And we're ready to go here. Cobras with the ball first. That shot by Timothy Breitenfeld from the center for the Avalanche goes wide of the post. Ball into the Cobras. And ball slips out of Antonio Rozier's hand and has to just throw it out of bounds. Rozier shot blocked by Williams. And shot by Dalton Williams goes wide of the post. Ball into the Cobras. No score here. First 2 minutes. Bounce ball by Antonio Rozier down the line. Goes wide. Ball into the Avalanche. Dalton Williams tries to go down the line. That one goes wide. Dropped in for the Cobras. Ball out of bounds over to the Cobras. That bounce ball from Rozier had trouble for the Avalanche, but they kept it out of the net. But ball back over to the King Cobras. We have a first penalty of the match, a noise penalty called on number 7, Timothy Breitenfeld of the Avalanche. So he will have to defend the penalty throw. It looks like Antonio Rozier will throw it. Actually, they're going to choose number 9, Dalton Williams, to defend. And looks like Rozier with the ball in his hand on the left post. And right down the line off the post, a goal for Antonio Rozier. First goal of the match. King Cobras in front, 1-0. Seven and a half minutes to go. Shot by Dalton Williams, well wide. Ball will be dropped into the King Cobras. They're leading 1-0 early in the first half. That shot by Nathaniel Baker goes wide of the post. Ball dropped into the Cobras. It'll be Junior Asu taking the ball on the right side. Ball blocked out by Richard Asu, rather. Ball dropped into Antonio Rozier. Quick off the whistle. His shot is blocked out of bounds by Dalton Williams. Williams' return shot well wide. He tried to go cross court to the far post, but that was well out of bounds. Ball will be dropped into the Cobras. And Junior Asu has it. Ball out, shot by Nathaniel Baker. Ball into the Cobras. 6.5 minutes to go, first half. Cross-court shot from Baker, just wide of the post, tipped away by Rozier. He'll take it on the left side. And Rozier had trouble finding that ball near half court, just dumps it out of bounds. Ball will go back over to the Avalanche. We got an official timeout. And some noise in the hallway that needs to be toned down. We are 5:54 to go, first half, 1-0. The Seattle King Cobras out in front of the NWABA Avalanche. Oh, that shot from Dalton Williams went off the foot of Richard Asu, up and over the crossbar. Almost tied the game there, but remains 1-0 King Cobras. Ball back over to the Avalanche on that block by Richard Askew. Dalton Williams will take it for the Avalanche. Ball out of bounds on that shot by Williams. Ball dropped into the Cobras. Cross-court shot from Timothy Breitenfeld goes wide. Ball dropped into the Cobras. It'll be Junior Askew handing it to Richard Askew. That shot down the middle, blocked out of bounds by Breitenfeld. Ball into the Avalanche. Shot down the middle by Dalton Williams, blocked out by Richard Askew. And timeout on a elbow pad that flew off of Breitenfeld when he threw that last ball. So 4:13 to go, first half, 1-0 Cobras. That one's blocked out on that shot from Rozier, out of bounds, ball into the Avalanche. Oh, another ball deflected over the crossbar by Richard Askew. That shot from Nathaniel Baker almost tied it again, but it remains 1-0. High ball is called on number 7, Timothy Breitenfeld of the Avalanche. The only goal of this game has come on a penalty throw, so let's see if Cobras can convert another one and take a 2-goal lead. 3:10 remains in the first half. It'll be Richard Askew to take it for the King Cobras and Timothy Breitenfeld to defend. And a high ball by Askew on the penalty throw. So a big swing here as the Avalanche now have a chance to tie it on a penalty throw. Richard Askew to defend. He's coming way out of the net up to the high ball line. And we'll see who takes it for the Avalanche. It'll be number 5, Nathaniel Baker. Going for the post, but well wide. So, 2 penalty throws, no damage done. The score remains 1-0. Seattle King Cobras in front of the Avalanche with 3:10 to go in the first half. Long ball now, another penalty. Rozier with the long ball penalty, so he will defend. And before the penalty throw, we have an official timeout for an equipment check. And once again, the Avalanche with a chance to tie it here. And the throw by Dalton Williams is kicked out of bounds by Antonio Rozier. Saves that goal. 3:02 to go. It's still 1-0. Low scoring first half. And a timeout call by the Seattle King Cobras. 3 minutes exactly now to play in the first half. Once again, this is the opening match of the weekend. Three more matches to go. Following this match, we have in the Pool A, the Killer Cobras versus Grit City out of Rainier. And then we get into 2 women's games. The Georgia Blazers against the NWABA Avalanche. And then the Sirens will take on the team from Canada, the BC team, to round out the opening evening. Oh, a shot by Antonio Rozier was headed for the post and tipped out of bounds by Dalton Williams. That one would have been right on the post. And after that save by the Cobras, they toss the ball out of bounds, so it'll go back over to the Avalanche as they try to get on the board and tally the equalizer here. Bounce ball by Richard Asue from the center position, wide right. Ball dropped into Nathaniel Baker. And return shot by Junior Asue, wide. Ball dropped into Baker once again. Shot down the line by Rozier from the left wing, tipped out of bounds by Williams. 1:22 to go, first half. Down the line shot by Williams, out of bounds. Ball into the King Cobras. Antonio Rozier with it. And there's a goal by Timothy Breitenfeld through the gap between Richard Asue and Junior Asue. We are tied at 1 with 1:01 to go, first half. Bounce ball by Junior Asu, well wide down the line. Ball into the Avalanche. 35 seconds to go, first half. And a long ball called on Nathaniel Baker of the Avalanche. So the Cobras will have a chance to take the lead back with 28 seconds to go. Baker will defend. And Richard Asu to take the penalty throw from the right post. And Asu converts it, and the King Cobras back in front, 2-1. Both their goals coming on penalty throws. That ball blocked by Asu, back over half court to the Avalanche, 22 seconds to go. And there's the equalizer from Nathaniel Baker with 14 seconds left. It went up and over Junior Asu down the left wing, and we are tied at 2. Oh, save at the buzzer by Richard Asu, and a great first half of action. Very defensive game. Some missed penalty throws, but we are knotted at 2 with the Avalanche and the King Cobras, and we have a halftime guest just walking into the booth, Mr. Daryl Walker. Daryl, welcome.
What's up, everybody?
I know this is your hometown now, or hometown area,
yes,
so
it is.
Good to be here. Any predictions for the weekend?
No, I think the only prediction I'm going to say is that it's going to be a really good goal ball. I'm really looking forward to this tournament. This is my second time here at the Cascade Classic, first time actually being local boy here. So really looking forward to seeing a lot of development of different athletes playing with different teammates and stuff, and should be a good turnout and good results.
Yeah, and who are you playing with this weekend?
My team is actually called Cobra Kai for this weekend.
I notice we have a plethora of snake teams in this weekend's event. We got the King Cobras, the Killer Cobras, the Cobra Kai, and the Rattlesnake. So smart money's on one of the snakes being in the finals, I think. But anyway, if this game's any indication of the weekend, we're going to be in for some good action. 2-2 tie here in the first half. What did you think of the first half? What you saw?
Although the first half was played really, really well. You know, obviously the King Cobra team that we have right here is a mixture of, players that have climbed higher in the ranking with some of the players that are lower in the ranking and everything. Actually, the center and the right wing on the court are actually brothers. Yep. So it's looking really good. Both teams, I practice with these guys. I practice against these guys, but I'm actually quite surprised. It's actually as low of a score that it actually is and everything and stuff, but not surprised that it's tied right now.
Yeah, a couple missed opportunities. Oh, we have another Paralympian entering the broadcast booth. Asia Miller, say hello.
Hey, y'all. We're providing color commentary, Daryl. Hey, look, we met.
So Asia will be playing later tonight as well with the Georgia Blazers. Daryl's up next game, so we'll let you go get ready for that one.
Actually, I don't play next game.
Oh, that's right. You don't play till tomorrow.
The only reason why I'm actually here tonight is because last minute addition, I'm also going to be coaching this weekend with the Blazers, which is Asia Miller, Chloe, and Allie Lawson.
All right. Well, that means you're welcome to stay in the broadcast booth if you'd like, or you can go sit in the stands, whatever you want. But
I think I'm going to go sit in the stands. My wife has my dinner. So.
There you go. Well, thanks for stopping by, Daryl.
Absolutely.
And enjoy the second half as we get ready for the second half of this tie ball game between the King Cobras and the Northwest Association of Blind Athletes Avalanche. So recapping the scoring, the Cobras got goals from Antonio Rozier and Richard Asu, and the Avalanche got goals from Nathaniel Baker and Timothy Breitenfeld. All right, substitution for the Cobras. Sean Ranson in for Junior Asu. And John Hinman is in for Nathaniel Baker for the Avalanche. Cross-court shot by Hinman, blocked out by Rozier. Rozier shot for the gap. That's kicked out by Breitenfeld. Bounce ball down the line by Dalton Williams. Goes wide of the post. Ball dropped into the King Cobras and Antonio Rozier. Shot by Ransom slipped out of his hand. Ransom had to just throw it out of bounds. Ball will go back over to the Avalanche. 8:25 to go in the second half. We are tied 2-2. Shot down the line by Hinson, just wide of the post. I think Ransom got a piece of it. Ball dropped into the King Cobras. Ransom down the line, the right wing, blocked out by Hinman. Rozier down the line wide, ball into the Avalanche. And there's a goal by Antonio Rozier through the gap, the right wing center gap. And that gives the King Cobras the 3-2 lead. Second goal by Rozier. And a goal off the post by Richard Osue from his center position to the left post, off the post and in. It's 4-2, King Cobras. Ball down the line by Rozier, out of bounds. 6:38 to go, second half. Hinman with the big bounce ball cross court, pushed out of bounds by Rozier. Rozier goes back cross court. Hinman blocks that out of bounds with his body. Hinman trying for the post, just about a foot wide down the left line. Ball into Ransom and the King Cobras. That ball by Hinman popped up into the air by Ransom, out of bounds. Hinman trying again for that post. Right winger Ransom got a piece of it, knocks it out of bounds. 5:47 to go. 4-2. King Cobras in front of the Avalanche. Oh, shot by Richard Osue, pushed just out of bounds by Dalton Williams. And the Avalanche will call timeout with 5:39 to go in the game. Seattle King Cobras 4, NWABA Avalanche 2. King Cobras have scored both goals of this half to break open a 2-2 halftime tie. See if they can maintain that lead for the next 5.5 minutes. Next up, we'll have the Cobra Kai and the Killer Cobras and Grit City men's competition will be up right after this one. Shot down the right wing by Dalton Williams, out of bounds, ball into the Cobras, and Antonio Rozier takes it from the left post. His shot out of bounds from the get-go, knocks over a couple water bottles in the bench area of the Avalanche, and retrieved by the goal judge, dropped in with 4:52 to go. And a 10-second call, I think. Nope, official's error has been called. No 10-second call on Hinman. He was holding the ball for quite a while, but they've determined that it wasn't a 10-second call. Avalanche will throw again. It'll be Dalton Williams handing the ball to Hinman. Shot by Richard Osue from the center, blocked out by Dalton Williams. 4:22 to play. Rozier trying to go down into the corner, pushed out by Dalton Williams. Hinman down the line, up and over the crossbar, blocked by Sean Ransom. 4:01 to play. But that one's going to find the net. John Hinman scores for the Avalanche. It went popped up and off of Ransom into the net. 4-3 with 3:44 to play. Oh, there's a shot by Dalton Williams, got underneath the arm of Rozier. And we are tied at 4 with 2:38 to play. And that'll force the Seattle King Cobras to call timeout as they've given up 2 goals in the last 2 minutes to make this game a tie contest at 4 goals apiece. Balanced scoring by the Avalanche as Hinman, Baker, Breitenfeld, and Williams have all tallied goals. The King Cobras have 2 from Antonio Rozier and 2 from Richard Osue. And that has us knotted at 4 with 2:38 to play in this opening game of the Northwest Regional, second regional event of the calendar. Regional tournaments opened up 2 weeks ago in Phoenix, Arizona with the Southwest Regional. And we'll be ready to go in 15 seconds. King Cobras with the ball. It'll be Richard Osue with it from the center position. See if he can go quick off the whistle and give the Cobras the lead once again. Cross-court shot from Dalton Williams goes wide. Ball dropped in to Sean Ransom. And a timeout, substitution timeout for the Seattle King Cobras. Antonio Rozier checks out. Junior Osue will check back in. 2:24 to play. A penalty has been called on the King Cobras for illegal coaching. So Sean Ransom will defend this penalty throw with 2:24 to go in a tie game. And John Hinman buries it into the corner to give the Avalanche a 5-4 lead. Graphic was incorrect. It was 4-4. It's now 5-4 Avalanche. Cross court. Oh, a high ball has been called on John Hinman. He tried to go cross court but threw it high. 1:51 on the clock. Chance for the King Cobras to tie the game back up. Richard Askew to take it. And he throws it right at Hinman, and Hinman makes the block. And the Avalanche hold on to that 1-goal lead with 1:51. Shot by Hinman from the left wing, cross court, goes wide, ball dropped in, Junior Askew. Ball blocked by Timothy Breitenfeld, trickles out of bounds, ball into the Avalanche. That shot from the center by Richard Askew, blocked out by the body of John Hinman. Hinman shot to the center, blocked out by Richard Askew. Ball dropped in to Junior Askew. Oh, and a rocket by John Hinman from the left wing down the line, off the post and in. Makes it 6-4 Avalanche with 4 straight goals. Under a minute to go. Blocked by Askew, but over to the Avalanche with 29 seconds and a 2-goal lead. Timeout called by the King Cobras with 18 seconds to go. Down by 2. This game was knotted at 2 at the half. The King Cobras scored the first 2 of the second half. They went up 4-2, but it's been all Avalanche, an avalanche of goals for them. 4 in a row have given the Northwest Association of Blind Athletes Avalanche team a 2-goal lead with just 18 seconds to play. shot down the line by Richard Ossu, blocked out by Dalton Williams. Last shot for the King Cobras coming up. It's Junior Asu, and that one's blocked. And the Avalanche with a come from behind 6-4 victory to open up this Northwest Regional Tournament. We'll be back with the next game in just a minute after we recap the scoring for the Avalanche. 3 goals by John Hinman. 1 from Nathaniel Baker, 1 from Timothy Breitenfeld, and another goal by Dalton Williams gave them their 6th. And the King Cobras got 2 goals from Antonio Rozier and 2 from Richard Assu. And we'll be back with our next game in just a minute. And welcome back to Vancouver, Washington and the Northwest Association Northwest Regional Goalball Tournament. Second game of the night is the Killer Cobras, closest to the camera, and on the far end of the court is Grit City. Killer Cobras starting with Adam Young, number 2, Nathan Purcell, number 7, Dylan Pleasance, number 9. Grit City has Tony Warham, number 7, Jacob Kamanu, number 9, and Lucas Barfield, number 6. And the first throw of the match by Dylan Pleasance is in for the early goal. Off the center and up and over. High ball called on number 2, Adam Young. So in the first 22 seconds, we have a chance for the Grit City Sound to tie this game up on a penalty throw. It'll be Jacob Kamanu, number 9, throwing against Adam Young. Oh, and the bounce ball goes underneath Young as Jacob Kamanu ties it up for Grit City, 1-1. Shot from the right wing by number 7, Tony Warham, goes wide. Ball dropped into the Killer Cobras, and Dylan Pleasance on the right wing. Ball out, shot by Lucas Barfield, down the line and out. And there's a goal for number 2, Adam Young. Popped up and over Tony Warham. And the Killer Cobra is up in front 2-1 with 7.5 to play in the first half. Shot by Tony Warham out of bounds. And there's a goal from Nathan Purcell down through the left wing gap. Popped up and over into the goal. 3-1 Killer Cobras. And we have an official's timeout for an equipment check, as well as a substitution timeout. 6:50 to go, first half. 3-1 is the score. The Killer Cobras out in front of Grit City. So Tony Warham will come out. Number 1 is coming in. I don't have a number 1 on my roster, so I'm not sure who that player is. We'll find out. Shot blocked out by Jacob Camano. Cross court shot by number 1, wide, out of bounds. Ball dropped in to Dylan Pleasance. His shot from the center goes wide left. Shot from Dylan Pleasance well wide into the scoring table. Pleasant shot blocked by Kamanu back over midcourt, so the Killer Cobras will have another throw, leading 3-1. And then Purcell tries to go down the line, out of bounds. Shot from the Grit City goes wide, out of bounds. 5:24 to play, first half. And there's a shot from Nathan Purcell that goes off of Kamanu's legs and into the net, and it's 4-1. And we have an official's timeout with 5:14 to play. And the score is 4-1 in favor of the Killer Cobras. And looking for some towel to wipe some perspiration off the floor. All right, we're ready to play. Cross-court bounce ball from Jacob Camano, out of bounds. Ball dropped in to Nathan Purcell. Purcell down the line and in. Clean shot down the right side. Makes it 5-1 with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Cross-court shot from Jacob Kamanu wide. Ball will be dropped in to the Killer Cobras and Nathan Purcell with it. High ball called on the center, Jacob Kamanu for Grit City. And Grit City will call the timeout as they'll have to defend this penalty shot. I didn't. Adam Young looking for the post, but that's going to go wide. Misses on the penalty throw, so the score remains 5-1. Killer Cobras. That shot is blocked out by Pleasance. Ball dropped in, and Nathan Purcell will take it for the Killer Cobras. That one's blocked by number 1 is Jacob Peterson. Peterson's return shot. That one's blocked by Purcell. Purcell looking for that corner again, but getting over to make the stop was Lucas Barfield. Shot by Barfield down the line, wide of the post. Shot by Adam Young, goes down the right sideline wide. 3:12 to play, first half. And there's a goal from Dylan Pleasance off the center and under the right wing. And it's 6-1. High ball called on Jacob Kamanu for Grit City. And a chance for the Killer Cobras to extend their lead even more. And Dylan Pleasance does so with his third goal of the game. Makes it 7-1 with 2:10 to play in the first half. That shot by Barfield, out of bounds. Pleasant shot down the left side, out of bounds. Minute 50 to play. Shot by Young, kicked out by Kamanu. A minute 15 to play in the half. That one's blocked out by Barfield on that shot from Pleasance. Under a minute to play in the first half. There's another goal from Dylan Pleasance, his fourth. Up and over Jacob Peterson, 8-1, 19 seconds to play in the half. Killer Cobras called timeout as Pleasance couldn't find where he was on the court. 7 seconds to go. And that should do it. End of the first half, and the Killer Cobras comfortably in front of Grit City, 8-1. Dylan Pleasance with 4 goals, Nathan Purcell with 3, Adam Young chipping in the other, and Jacob Kamanu with the lone goal for Grit City. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second half. Back with the second half action. Killer Cobras out in front of Grit City 8-1. This men's Pool A match. And Grit City to start with the ball on the far end. And deflected up off the crossbar and over on that shot from Jacob Kamanu. Almost a goal on the first throw. Adam Young will try to respond here. Kamanu with the save. Gives it to Peterson down the line, blocked out by Adam Young. Young's throw to the center is blocked by Kamanu. Kamanu's center shot blocked by Pleasance rather at center now. Ball over to Grit City. Opening minute of the second half. Shot by Jacob Peterson is blocked out by Adam Young. And there's a goal by Adam Young right down the line. Jacob Peterson got a piece of it, but couldn't stop it. But Peterson responds with a goal of his own for Grit City. Off of the center, Pleasance, and in. 9-2. Young right back down at Peterson, but he blocks it out. Bounce ball by Kamanu. That's stopped by Young. Young, that one kind of stuck to the hand as he let it go. High ball is called, and Adam Young will defend the penalty throw for Killer Cobras. Grit City will take it. It looks like Lucas Barfield from the left wing. Oh, Barfield's shot off the post and out. No goal. Stays 9-2. Cross-court shot by Adam Young, wide of the post. Ball dropped into Barfield. Shot by Barfield, blocked by the center, Pleasance, out of bounds. Number 3, Elvin Suarez in on the right wing for Killer Cobras now. Suarez cross-court shot, blocked by Peterson. And he just dumps it out of bounds to save the 10-second penalty. Ball will be back over to the Killer Cobras. 8:13 to go in the second half. 9-2 lead for the Killer Cobras. So shot by Peterson, kicked back over half court by Pleasance. Ball back over to Grit City. Shot from Barfield, shouldered out of bounds by Dylan Pleasance from the center position. Bounce ball by Suarez, blocked by Kamanu. Kamanu from the left wing, blocked by the center, Pleasance. And Suarez's return shot wide, dropped into Kamanu on the left wing. Kamano cross court, stopped by Adam Young. Barfield shot blocked by Suarez on the right wing. Suarez with the shot straight down. That's blocked by Kamanu. Under 7 minutes to play. Kamanu's shot blocked by the center Pleasance. Pleasance looking for the corner, but kicking it out of bounds is Kamanu. Substitution for Grit City, number 6. Lucas Barfield will check out, and number 7, Tony Warham, will check back in for Grit City as they're down by 7 goals here. 9-2 is the score with 6:45 to play in the game. 2 more games tonight, both in the women's division. I have the Georgia Blazers and the Northwest Association of Blind Athletes Avalanche up next. And rounding out the opening evening will be the women's team from British Columbia taking on the Sirens. Cross-court shot by Young, stopped by Kamanu. Kamanu straight down, that one's blocked by Suarez. Suarez cross-court, blocked out by Warham. Warham shot to the center, blocked by Pleasance. Pleasance shot pops up into the air, but Warham finds it, corrals it, and just rolls it back across half court. Pleasance makes the stop. Shot by Pleasance popped up by number 1 Peterson at the center. He goes to the right side, blocked by Suarez. Suarez cross-court bounce ball blocked by Warham, out of bounds. Tony Warham from the right wing. He goes to the middle, blocked by Pleasance. Pleasance trying to find the line on the court. And he'll bounce ball down and out of bounds. Warham shot blocked by Pleasance, hands it off to Suarez on the right wing. Suarez right down, blocked by Kamanu. Bounce ball by Kamanu, cross court, out of bounds. Ball dropped in to the Killer Cobras and Adam Young. To the middle, blocked by Peterson. Bounce ball by Peterson down, kicked by Pleasance. He finds it, hands it to Young. Young from the left wing, down the middle, blocked by Peterson. Rolls over to Warham on the right wing. Warham straight down, that's blocked by Young. He gets it, backs up to the net. He's from the left wing, the left-hander shoots it straight down, and that's in! Tony Warham got lost on the opposite end of the court. He was actually out of bounds when that ball was thrown, and there was a wide open goal for Adam Young. And that makes it 10-2. And Grit City will call timeout with 4:17 to play in the half, and it's a 10-2 lead for the Killer Cobras. Ball in. It's Warham throwing it to center, blocked by Pleasance. Pleasance down the middle, blocked by Kamanu. He'll back up to the net. Throws it down. Suarez blocks it. It goes off of Young and in. Goal by Jacob Kamanu. Makes it 10-3. Young right down looking for a gap shot. Stopped by Kamanu. He bounces it over to Peterson on the wing. Throws it down. Tips up off of Pleasance and in. Jacob Peterson with his second goal. Makes it 10-4. 3:38 on the clock. Suarez, that one pops up off of Kamanu, but he gathers it in, gives it to Peterson. Peterson trying the same spot, but Suarez is there to block it. Cross court shot by Suarez, blocked by Kamanu. Kamanu shot blocked by Pleasance. Quick return throw, and Warham is there to stop it. But he can't corral it till it goes out of bounds, but now he gets it and just rolls it down. Pleasance with the stop. Bounce ball by Pleasance. Kicked out by Kamanu. 2:53 to play. Substitution timeout for Grit City. Tony Warham will come out. Lucas Barfield back in. Off the whistle, Peterson's shot stopped by Pleasance. Gives it to Young on the right wing now. Young down the middle, popped up off Kamanu. Peterson backs him up, stands up, whips it down, stopped by Pleasance. Hands it off to Young on the right wing. Young down the middle, that one's blocked by Kamanu. Gives it to Barfield on the right wing. And that one gets by the center, but backing up is Young on the right wing for the Killer Cobras. Young shot blocked by Kamanu. He finds it. Take it himself over on the right side. Cross court shot to the right wing, out of bounds. Ball into Adam Young, who stumbles as he throws. And it's stopped by Peterson. He goes cross court, pops up off of Suarez, but he keeps it in front of him. Suarez throw out of bounds. Minute 46 to go. Shot by Pleasance, blocked by Kamanu. He pans it back to Peterson. From the left wing, straight down the line, blocked by Young. Left-hander Young throws it to the middle, blocked by Kamanu. Passes it to the right wing, and Barfield has it. He goes towards center, blocked by Plu. Gets by Pleasance, actually. Young backing up on the right wing. Young throwing towards center, laying out, stopping it with his arms is Kamanu, but his pass goes out of bounds. And the ball will go over to the Killer Cobras with just 57 seconds remaining. Spinning shot by Young, stopped by the feet of Kamanu. Quick return throw down the middle. Pleasance there to make the save. Dylan Pleasance spinning, throwing down the side and blocked by Barfield. Quick return throw down the middle. Pleasance there. Passes it off to the left wing, and it's Alvin Suarez down looking for a gap shot. Blocked by Barfield. Corralled by Kamano. Under 30 seconds to play now. Kamano looking for the post, and just wide. Ball dropped in. Adam Young. For the Killer Cobras, that one's kept in front of Kamano, passes it back to Barfield. Time for one more shot there, and his shot, Pleasant saves it over to Young. He corrals it, backs up. Here's the final shot of the match, blocked by Kamano. And the Killer Cobras defeat Grit City 10-4. 4 goals from Dylan Pleasance, 3 from Adam Young, 3 from Nathan Purcell. Grit City got 2 from Jacob Peterson and 2 from Jacob Kamanu. We'll be back with the first women's game of the evening and the tournament, the Georgia Blazers against the Avalanche. Once again, you can check all the results and schedules all weekend long on goalballscoreboard.net. And we'll be back with the action in just a minute. And welcome back to Vancouver, Washington, and the Northwest Regional Tournament. Here at the Washington State School for the Blind, we are ready for our first women's game of the weekend. On the far end of the court are the Georgia Blazers, and closest to the camera will be the Northwest Association of Blind Athlete Avalanche. Set the lineups for you. First for the Blazers, number 2, Allie Lawson. Number 1 is Chloe McDonald, and number 4 is Asia Miller. For the Avalanche, we have number 2, Cheyenne Perdue. Number 8 is Siorian Fatim, and number 4 is Sophia Batchelor. And the Blazers with the ball first. It'll be Chloe McDonald from the left wing. Cross court and wide. Ball dropped in to number 2, Cheyenne Perdue. Rolls it down, stopped by Lawson. Allie Lawson from the right wing. Throws it down, and that one's going to get through the gap. Allie Lawson with the first shot, and the Blazers go up in front 1-0. Here's Perdue again for the Avalanche. Throws it down the left side, out of bounds. And the ball dropped in to Lawson. She'll give it to Asia Miller from the left wing. Down the line and just wide of the post. Ball will be dropped into the Avalanche. And number 4, Sophia Batchelor with it. She runs up, rolls it down the middle. Chloe McDonald there to make the stop. McDonald towards the middle and stopped by number 8, Siorian Fatim. Siorian down the middle, blocked by McDonald. Popped in the air, but she kept it in front of her. Hands it off to the right wing and Allie Lawson. Lawson, there's a good stop by the center. Fatim blocked over to the left wing, and it is Perdue. Perdue rolls it down. And Lawson with it. Lawson to the middle, blocked up in the air by Fatim, gathered in by Perdue. She throws it and out of bounds. Ball over to the Blazers. 1-0 lead for the Blazers with 8:23 to play. And Lawson will hand it to Asia Miller. Down the middle, that's blocked by Fatim. Nice play by the center there. Left-hander throws it down, blocked by Miller, gathered in by Chloe McDonald. McDonald down, blocked by Fatim. Hands it off to the right wing and Batchelor. Batchelor tosses it cross court, blocked by Lawson. Lawson quickly returns it, and just wide of the post. 7:45 to play, first half, 1-0 lead. There's Batchelor going cross court, blocked by Lawson. Hands it to Asia Miller, down the middle, blocked by Fatim. Her left-handed shot, blocked by Lawson. Lawson straight down and up and over Perjou. Allie Lawson with both goals so far, and the Blazers are up 2-0. Ball dropped into the Avalanche, and Cheyenne Perjou with it. Rolls it down the court. Stopped by McDonald, off of Lawson, trickles out of bounds. Allie Lawson takes it for the Blazers, looking for the down the middle. It's up and over for team. 3-0, Allie Lawson with the goal. There's the roll by Perjou down the left side, blocked by Lawson. And there's a goal by Asia Miller off the hands of the center for team, and makes it 4-0 with 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Allie Lawson with 3 goals, Asia Miller with 1. And
Where's the client? Please redraw. Oh yeah. Quiet, please. Play.
Asia Miller's shot, goal off the foot of number 2 Perjou and in, and it's 5-0. .6:23 left. Ball's dropped in. Cheyenne Perjou has it for the Avalanche. Rolls it down the court. Blocked by McDonald and Miller. Miller hands it to McDonald. She's going down, looking for the post, but it's going to go out of bounds. Ball dropped in, and Perjou has it again on the left wing. Rolls it down the middle. Chloe McDonald has it. Her shot goes down and wide. Ball into the Avalanche. Perjou rolls it straight down, blocked by Miller. Miller's going to hand it to Ellie Lawson. Lawson on the left wing. Straight down the middle and clean through the gap. Allie Lawson with her 4th goal. Makes it 6-0 with 5:41 to play in the first half. Ball's dropped into Cheyenne Perjou. She'll throw it down. Stopped by Miller. Asia Miller with it. Gonna go cross court for the post, off the post and in. Perfect shot by Asia Miller. Makes it 7-0. Now Perjou tries to go cross court with this one, and Allie Lawson with the stop. Lawson down the line, stopped by Batchelor. Sophia Batchelor with a nice save on the right wing. She'll try to go down the line herself, and out of bounds. Was hugging the line for a while, but went out of bounds. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Chloe McDonald will go down the line. That gets almost through the feet of Batchelor, but she makes the save. And now she'll run up and throw it cross court. Blocked by Asia Miller. To the middle, blocked by Fatim. She throws it out of bounds to save the penalty. Asia Miller has it on the right wing. Popped up off the body and in. Asia Miller with her 4th goal makes it 8-0. Cheyenne Perjou with it now. And she'll roll it down, two-handed down the court. Blocked by Asia Miller. Ball in. It's Chloe McDonald from the left wing for the Blazers. And she's called for the high ball. Chance for the Avalanche to get on the scoreboard here. And it's Shorian Fatim to take it. And she scores! Shorian Fatim gets the Avalanche on the board. 8-1. Allie Lawson trying to reply, and she does, right through the gap. It's 9-1 with 4:09 to play in the first half. Fatim down the middle, blocked by McDonald. And her throw goes well out of bounds into the bench area. Ball into the Avalanche. And Cheyenne Perjou with it. Two-handed roll, cross court, out of bounds. Allie Lawson with it now on the right wing. Goes middle and she finds the gap. Allie Lawson makes it 10-1. That one down the line by Batchelor is stopped by Miller. Batchelor with a nice stave on Miller's shot. Return shot by Fatim and gets past the center, but Miller backs up nicely. Asia Miller down the line, blocked by Batchelor, bounces over to the center, Fatim. Shorian Fatim cross to the left, crossed, stopped by Lawson, return throw, gets almost through the feet of Fatim, but she finds it. Shorian stopped by Miller. Miller from the left wing. Straight down and in. Beautiful shot by Asia Miller. Her 5th goal. And that'll do it. On the 10-goal advantage, the Georgia Blazers 11, the Avalanche 1. 6 goals by Allie Lawson 5 from Asia Miller. Avalanche got their lone goal on a penalty throw by Siorian Fatim, and that'll do it. 11-1. We'll be back with the final game of the night. The women from BC against the Sirens. And welcome back to Vancouver, Washington, and the final game of the night. The women's pool, it's the Sirens on the far end of the court, and closest to the camera in the purple jerseys are the team from British Columbia. So we'll set the lineup first for the Sirens. Number 3 is Michaelia Lama. Number 5, Karen Zabel. And number 7, Ileana Mason. The British Columbia team will start with number 2, Jasenia Camacho. Number 4, Mariam Salizada. And number 1, Haley Olinik. Sirens will start with the ball on the far end of the court, and Ileana Mason will take it from the left wing. Straight down, blocked out by Salizada. Salizada, strong throw across court, blocked by Lama. Mikaela Lama throws it down, blocked by the center Olinik. Haley Olinik straight down the middle, blocked by Karen Zabel, hands it off to Ileana Mason. Spinning bounce ball by Mason, blocked by Salizada, gathered in by Olinik. Back to Miriam Salizada, she'll throw it down the middle, blocked by Zabel, hands it off to Mason. Mason cross court, popped in the air by Camacho and out of bounds. Ball dropped in, Camacho has it on the left wing. Throws it straight down, blocked by the hands of Zabel. Karen Zabel straight down the middle, blocked by Olinik, pops up but she gathers it in. Hands it to Salizada. Looking for the gap, great hand save there by Zabel. Gives it to Mason on the left side. Straight down the middle, blocked by the center Olinik. Great defense by both teams early on here. Salizada going to the right wing, blocked by Mason. Quick return throw, looking for a gap, but Olinik slides over, gives it to Camacho. Camacho from the left wing throws it straight down, blocked by Lama. Mikaela Lama tries to go down the sideline, out of bounds. And there's handoff from Camacho to Salizada, down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Gives it to Lama on the right wing. Mikaela Lama straight down, that one's blocked by Camacho. Camacho down the line, but out of bounds. Ball into the the Sirens. Mikaela Lama from the right side. Straight down, that one's blocked by Olinik, gives it to Camacho. Camacho will just throw it down the court and out of bounds. Ileana Mason, bounce ball towards the middle, stopped by the feet of Olinik. She scoots out, gets it, passes it back to Salizada. Throws it down the middle, Zabel there again, playing great defense early on. Both teams are. Zabel looking for the gap shot, blocked by the hands of Olinik, gives it to Jacinia Camacho on the left side. Camacho tries to go down the line, but it goes out of bounds. 3 minutes gone, no score. Mikaela Lama, that one stopped by the center, Olinik. Gives it to Salizada. Strong throw to the right side, but Mikaela Lama blocks it out. Lama gives it to Mason, who travels to the left wing, throws it to the middle, blocked by Olinik. Salizada down the line, pushed out of bounds by Mason. Great defense by both teams here early. Mason now, big bounce ball. Stopped by the feet of Olinik, gives it to Salizada. She throws the bounce ball down the middle, Zabel there. Passes it back to Ileana Mason. Mason going cross court and just wide of the post. Camacho, spin shot down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Gives it to Lama on the right wing. Kalia Lama straight down, blocked by Olinik. Salizada tried to go to the left post, but went wide. Ball dropped in, and Lama with it. Kalia Lama down the middle, blocked by Haley Olinik, and a timeout by BC in this scoreless game with 5:43 to play in the first half. Both teams playing great defense. This is the final game of the night. We'll be back with a full day of action tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. local time. That's 11 a.m. Eastern. $17 total games tomorrow, so make a full day of it. We will here in Vancouver, starting at 8 a.m. local time, and the final game going off at 7:10 local time, which would be 10:10 p.m. Eastern time. And then Sunday will be the medal games. Salizada off the whistle for BC. Looking middle, blocked by Zabel. Mason gets it on the right wing. She's moved over. Bounce ball towards the middle, stopped by Olinik and Salizada. Salizada has taken most of the throws for BC. She'll take this one as well. Down the line, pops off of Lama, but right to the opposite wing to Mason. Mason straight down, blocked by Camacho. Yesenia Camacho on the left wing. Rolls it down, out of bounds. Ball into the Sirens. It'll be Mason from the right wing. Spinning bounce ball down the middle. Olinik with the save. She backs up. She'll take it herself. Straight down. Blocked by Zabel. Karen Zabel. I think this is her first shot of the match. Throws it down for the gap. It pops up and it goes in. Karen Zabel. How about that? Her first shot of the match with 4:44 to play. And she makes it count as the Sirens take the lead. 1-0. Salizada looking to answer. Bounce ball gets over the center, but backing up nicely is Mason. Mason now cross court, blocked by Salizada. Her bounce ball cross court goes wide. Hands it to Lama on the left wing. Lama down the middle, blocked by Olinik. Olinik straight down, blocked by Zabel. Passes it off to Mason on the right wing. Mason looking for the post, pushed out of bounds by Miriam Salizada. Salizada stopped by Zabel and Lama. Zabel will give it a shot here from the center. She's the goal scorer so far. Throws it right wing. Blocked by Camacho. Camacho throws it straight down. That one stopped by Mason. Quick return shot. Camacho blocks that one out of bounds. 3.5 to go in the first half. Substitution for BC, number 2, Yesenia Camacho comes out, and she'll be replaced by number 8, Melody Shee. Ball dropped in. Selizada travels from the left wing down to the right. Looking for a gap shot, and she's got it. Beautiful shot off the whistle by Miriam Selizada. Ties the game at 1. Mason gets past the center. Backing up nicely is Melody Shee. And equipment timeout. Eye shade check on the center. Haley Olinik. And we're ready to go. She hands it to Selizada. Looking for the same spot. Stopped by the center Zabel. Karen Zabel with it. Throws cross court. Pushed out of bounds by Selizada. Dropped in at the feet on the right wing. Selizada, big bounce ball, blocked by Lama. She kicks it out of bounds. Ball dropped in. Nope, ball over to BC. 2:46 to play, first half, 1-1 tie. That'll be Melody Shee with her first throw. Throws cross court from the left wing, blocked by Mason. Ileana Mason looking for center, blocked by Olinik. Haley Olinik passes it back to Miriam Selizada. Tries to go down the line, but wide of the post and out of bounds. Ball into the Sirens. And Ileana Mason with the big bounce ball, blocked by Selizada. Cross court and out of bounds. Wide. Officials timeout. And 2:15 to go here in the first half. 1-1 tie. This has all the makings of a great game to finish out day one. Full slate of games tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. 12 hours of goalball non-stop. So find some time in your day on Saturday to tune in and watch some goalball here from Vancouver. Schedule and results again can be found on goalballscoreboard.net, so you can find out when your teams are playing. Off the whistle, Ileana Mason looking for the gap shot. Gets by the center, but Melody Shee blocked it up nicely, and the ball will go back over to the Sirens. Here's Mason from the left wing. Bounce ball blocked by Selizada. She'll take the ball from Olinik. And her first bounce was out of bounds, so Sirens with the ball. Mason hands it to Lama. Lama going straight down. And Melody Shee blocks that one. Shee trying to go cross court, out of bounds. Ileana Mason with it now from the left wing. Cross court shot towards underneath Shee and in. Goal by Ileana Mason. Underneath the arms of Melody Shee. And the Sirens go up 2-1. Quick return throw by Selizada, blocked by Lama. Lama's return throw, blocked by the center Olinik. 1.5 minutes to go, first half. Selizada looking to tie it up, and she does through the gap in right wing. Miriam Salizada answers quickly, and we're tied at 2. Kalia Lama now with it, rolls it down, blocked by the center Olinik. Hands it off to Salizada. Looking right side, blocked by Lama. Ball dropped in, Lama hands it to Mason from the right wing. Looking for the gap, popped up and in! Ileana Mason, 2 in a row for her. Melody Shee slid over and saved it with her leg, but it popped into the air and into the goal, and it's 3-2 Sirens with 1 minute to play in the first half. Salizada down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Zabel cross court, blocked by Salizada. Salizada, nice save by Zabel with her hands on that one, heading for the gap. Karen Zabel now. Looking for the post. Melody Shee gets over to block it. Shee down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Ileana Mason. Spin shot, bounce ball for the gap. Blocked. Oh, kept out of the net by Salizada. Nice play to get over and back up. She looks for the gap shot. Zabel there to slide over, playing a strong game at center. Makalia Lama looking for a gap shot. Blocked by Olinik. And we're at the half with the score Sirens 3, British Columbia 2. 2 goals by Ileana Mason, 1 from Karen Zabel for the Sirens, and Miriam Salizada with both goals for BC. We'll be back with the second half action after this. back for second half action, and BC starts with the ball, and center Haley Olenek will give it to Miriam Salizada. Her shot down the middle, blocked by Karen Zabel. Zabel with it now from center. Straight down, and Melody Shee blocks it for BC. Backs up to the bar, throws a bounce ball down the middle, blocked by the feet of Zabel. Hands it off to Mason on the left wing. Spinning shot by Ileana Mason, pops up into the air, trickling, and what a great save. Olenek saved it from going over the line. I think it was actually on the line. She pulled it back. Saved a goal there. There's a shot by Lama, blocked by Melody Shee. Salizada looking for the gap, and it trickles through. And in. Salizada with a tying goal. 3-3 and a timeout as Mason slid over to back it up and hit her leg on one of the bars inside the net. Getting looked at by the trainer. Hopefully she's okay. Nothing like hitting your shin on a metal bar to wake you up. But it looks like Mason's okay. She's on her feet. Ball is dropped in with 9 minutes to go in the second half. Mason will take the throw from the right wing. Blocked by the center, Olenek. Salizada quickly down, blocked by Mason. Quick return throw, and oh, just wide. Salizada is going to go middle, blocked by Zabel. Hands it off to Mason. Ileana Mason looking for the gap. Stopped by Melody Shee. Kicks it over to Haley Olenek. Olenek down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Zabel will take this one herself. Middle blocked by the center, Olenek. Drops it off to Salizada. Cross-court shot, pops off a Lama, out of bounds. Lama now down the court, blocked by Melody Shee. Shee, bounce ball down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Karen Zabel will take this one. Down the middle, blocked by Olenek. Hands it off to Salizada. Looking for the post, blocked out by Lama. Mikaela Lama hands it to Ileana Mason. Right wing, towards the middle, blocked by Olenek. Gives it to Melody Shee. Shee cross court, blocked by Mason. Quick return throw by Mason, stopped by Olenek. Hands it to Salizada. Oh, almost got in the gap, but Karen Zabel stops it with her hands. The last second got her hand out to make that save from going in the gap. Her return throw, stopped by Salizada. Bounce ball down the left side, blocked out by Mikaela Lama. 6:51 to play, second half, 3-3 game. Lama with it on the right side. Timeout by the Sirens as Lama was patting the ball, but no one was near her to take it from her. So quick timeout to save a possible 10-second call, and we have 6:48 on the clock in this final match of opening day here at the Northwest Regional. Once again, a full slate tomorrow. Check goalballscoreboard.net for the full schedule. 17 games I believe we have on tap for tomorrow. And then 4 on Sunday to wrap things up. Whistle goes, and we're ready. And off the whistle, Eliana Mason tries to go down the line from the left wing, but out of bounds. Ball into BC, and it's Salizada again down the middle. Zabel there to make the save, gives it to Lama. Lama from the right wing rolls it out of bounds. Ball into Melody Shi. Shi down, looking for a gap, and Zabel there to close it. Zabel's quickly down and just blocked out of bounds by Melody Shi. That one was heading for the corner. Shi gives it to Salizada, throws it down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Hands it off to the left wing, and Eliana Mason. Spinning bounce ball by Mason, wide of the post. Melody Shi will take it for BC from the left wing, down the middle, blocked by the feet of Zabel. Zabel from the middle, cross-court shot, and blocked by Salizada. Olinik will hand it to Salizada. Bounce ball middle, blocked by Zabel. She'll hand it off to Mason. Under 6 minutes to play. Tie game. Mason down the middle, pops over the center, but Melody Shi blocking up nicely. Shi looking for the far post. Mason slides over to block it. Quick return throw. Ooh, pinned under the body of Melody Shi. Almost got under her. She backs up to the left post, throws it down, blocked by the hands of Zabel, passes it off to Lama on the right wing. Lama down the line and out of bounds. 5:25 to play. Melody Shi hands it to Salizada from the left wing, big bounce ball. Oh, and our first penalty of the match. A long ball is called on Salizada, the first penalty of the game, and she will defend against Eliana Mason. And Mason throws left and gets it. Salizada went left, Mason went right, and that penalty was costly as the Sirens go up in front 4-3. Salizada trying to answer. It gets by the center Zabel, but Lama backing up. Lama's return throw out of bounds. Just over 5 minutes to play. Another shot by Salizada, backed up by Lama after it got by Zabel. Mason down the line, blocked by Salizada. Down the line, blocked out of bounds by Mason. Mason's bounce ball, blocked by Salizada, throws it across to Melody Shi. Straight down the left wing, blocked by Lama. 4.5 to go. Lama looking center, blocked by Olinik. Haley Olinik, stopped by Karen Zabel. Zabel from the center, blocked by the center Olinik. Hands it off to Salizada. Bounce ball down the right side, pushed out of bounds by Michaela Lama. Lama hands it to Mason on the right wing. Looking center, blocked by Olinik. Gives it off to Melody Shee. Her bounce ball for the gap, blocked by the feet of Mason. Quick return throw, blocked by Olinik. Hands it back to Selizada. Towards the center, blocked by Zabel. Blocked by Mason, or handed off to Mason on the left wing. 3.5 to go. Bounce ball by Mason, stopped by the center. And timeout BC with 3:24 to play. 4-3 lead for the Sirens. And ready to go here. BC with the ball. It's Elizada on the right wing. Cross court bounce ball. Blocked out of bounds by Makalia Lama. Lama with it now. Down looking for a gap. Blocked by Olinik and Shee. Melody Shee. Bounce ball. Blocked by Mason. Mason looking center. That one's blocked by Olinik. Selizada. Blocked out of bounds by Lama. Kalia Lama throws it cross court. That one's blocked by Selizada. Throws it straight down. Eliana Mason there to make the save. Quick return throw, trying to catch Selizada off guard, but she was there to block it. 2.5 to play. Ball dropped into Selizada. Cross court, off the hands of Zabel, backed up by Lama. Cross court throw by Makalia Lama, blocked by Selizada. Gives it off to the left wing and Melody Shee. Down the middle, stopped by Zabel. Zabel straight down, blocked by Melody Shee, keeps it in front of her. 2 minutes to go. Down the line and out on the throw by Melody Shee. Lama now, straight down the line, blocked by Melody Shee. Hands it off to Selizada. Down the middle, blocked by Zabel. Gives it off to Mason. Ileana Mason spinning, throwing, blocked by Olinik. Return throw. Zabel quickly back with it. Selizada gathers it after blocking it. Backs up. Throws it to the middle. Zabel with the save. Karen Zabel now looking for a gap. Blocked by the legs of Shee. Right to Olinik. Olinik looking for the left post. Blocked out by Lama. 1:06 to play. Lama down the court, blocked by Shee, and a substitution timeout. Substitution timeout for BC as Melody Shee will check out. Yesenia Camacho checks back in with 57 seconds to play. here we go, off the whistle. Salizada trying to go down the left post, out of bounds. Ball dropped in, and it will be Ileana Mason. Travels down, looking for the line shot, blocked out by Salizada. Salizada, cross court, saved by Zabel, backed up by Lama. She'll just push it down the court. And Olenek with the stop. Hands it to Salizada. Looking for the gap. It gets by the feet. And a sliding save by Ileana Mason. Oh my goodness. 21 seconds to go. Lama slowed it down with her feet. It looked like it was going in. And a sliding save by Mason behind her. Back over to BC. And now Salizada is stopped by Lama. She'll just get it back down. And a substitution timeout is called with 10 seconds to go. And Camacho will come back out. Substitution Melody Shee. Time for one more shot from BC to try to tie this game. And here we go. One shot to tie it coming up to end the day. It's going to be Salizada. Big bounce ball. It's blocked by Lama, out of bounds with 5 seconds to go. The Sirens just have to hold on to the ball. And that'll do it. What a great game to end day one. A 4-3 victory by the Sirens over British Columbia. 3 goals by Ileana Mason, 1 by Karen Zabel. BC's goals came from Miriam Salizada, all 3 of their goals. And great way to end a short but fantastic opening day here in Vancouver, Washington. Once again, be sure to check out goalballscoreboard.net for the full schedule of tomorrow's action. We will be on the air at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. Eastern. 17 games on tap. I'm going to rest my voice for that, and we'll see you tomorrow.